Can you write your address on this
Were we
paper?
supposed to ask him to
You
keep an
want
eye
to
on
pay
them?
me a visit?
Who knows,
Oh.
Monsieur Fauché?
I'm sorry, but the way that he said that kind of sounded pretty flirtatious. Like, hold on. Okay, hello everyone, and thank you for clicking on the video. This is going to be the very fastest intro that you'll ever hear. It'll take 5 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Welcome to the Murder on the Orient Express. We're gonna be doing chapter 4. Very long. In 3, 2, 1. Hello, thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be chapter 4 of Murder on the Orient Express. I literally can't do it. 3, 2, 1. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be chapter 4 on the Murder of the Orient Express. It's going to be a very long video, so grab your snacks and... Dang it! Oh, wow.
Oh no!
That tears up relationships, I'm sure. After that, it's hard being the same. I saw Morgana on the roof, but I won't.
I swore.
Well, I did
to
mention
find
it.
the
Never
monster who
mind.
Killed that child.
Oh. And then we never get to talk to the nanny again. Cause I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, what do you have to say for yourself? That was very frustrating.
Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
And then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie
the
still
heck?
while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
She just comes in and out of consciousness.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to finish my story. Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
He's
You
dead.
must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered. By all means, tell me the results of your examination. That was easy.
Oh, okay, right. So, let's see what he concluded. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit more gassy than usual.
Can you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far. What is the cause of death?
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken sleeping pills during the night.
Ah, that would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2 are so slight as to be practically scratches. On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see this one, under the right armpit. It's not a deadly blow, given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
So they use 2 knives? Multiple killers? No. So I'm gonna go with the second one, that the body was moved and maybe the positioning switched the hands a bit. What does that mean though?
Could the assassin attack and then move the body for some reason before finishing?
Monsieur Poirot, I can assure you that the body has not been moved.
Well,
then
then we are left with the hypothesis of a second murderer.
what?
Do you see another explanation?
That is just what I am asking myself.
I would rather
Have we
believe
here
that
a
the
bizarre
attacker took
coincidence or
the
what?
switch hands because they got tired. You know, they do say that when you do an attack like that, it takes a lot, like, of stamina. So I would say that I swap hands, but I don't know, because it would be kind of hard to push down, maybe with your other hand. I'm not sure. I think I would. I don't know.
Thank you.
But for
Doctor.
now, I guess we're
Excellent
concluding
work
that there's
under
2 people?
difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again with Mademoiselle Locke.
Of course.
What is the best way to find out who is the vape smokers? Ask passengers if they like the taste of bananas? No. Ask passengers if they smoke? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing. We could offer a cigarette. Let's do that.
Even a smoker might innocently turn me down.
True. Okay, then we'll just ask. We'll do what we always done.
Yes, that's certainly a good place to start.
What is the best way to find out who is... Oh. Recall a conversation about vapes or cigarettes. Ask Book to remember who smokes a vape. Remember people I've seen smoking. Let's do this.
I don't
No?
remember any conversations about smoking. The topic
Oh.
is of no interest to me.
I thought he meant, like, have a conversation with them. Like, oh, vapes or cigarettes, and see what they say. So then... This one? I'm more observant than Book.
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking.
Except
just
I don't
have to
remember.
remember who they were.
Yeah, I don't remember. I can help you with that. Well, we're stuck. And searching all of these, well, without permission will be very difficult. Not only difficult, but I don't know, intrusive in a way, so... Yeah, okay.
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what. That's the right answer.
Cool. New track, continue interrogation. What are the links between Miss Locke and Ratchet? Well... Oh, these. Oh, that's fine. And...
Et voilà.
Here's another one we could do. Who smokes? Oh, wait. Does not smoke. I remember. She did not like it. I know Mr. Mitchell does smoke. Electronics. Or smokes. I think he said electronic.
Think, wow,
Okay, never mind.
that is
Smokes.
not a good answer. Are you a smoke? Good job.
He said he does.
Good.
He said he does.
Adéquat. Et voilà.
I still think that, I don't know, it might have fallen off one of those two on the last, the one that works with him, because they were the last ones in the room. Other than that, if there is two killers, it's kind of interesting that this guy has two people that work under him that have seen him last. Not that I want to suspect them, because that's a little too easy, in my opinion. Mitchell is not here. And if not at the bar, then we can check the restaurant. And if none
Most
of
the
those
passengers
places...
pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
I mean, it is a small train. Like, people have eyes on each other. Mr. Fletcher.
Right.
Okay. How do you know he's not it, though? What is the best way to know if someone's right-handed or left-handed? Ask everyone to hold something in their hand. Ask everyone to write something. Ask everyone to reveal which hand they write with.
Well done.
But everyone? Or everyone we suspect? Ask Mr. Mitchell to keep track of who is left-handed. Remember conversation with Book about the hands of the passenger. For people I have tested before, remember if they use their right or left hand.
Nice. I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Okay, so let's start with
Mademoiselle Debenham,
her.
I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
So last night.
Let's start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during
Oh, so
lunch
everyone knows
yesterday.
at this point.
Did you
Okay.
notice anything
That
about
makes
him?
it a little bit
If I
easier.
believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Would you mind writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
So right-handed.
That's it. Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed. Do you recall what time Mademoiselle Olsen went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me. Do you smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
Why are you looking away from me? Like, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say,
It isn't mine.
isn't mine.
Right.
Meaning that you know who it belongs to, am I correct?
Oh, I see. No.
Yeah, your choice of
I
words.
woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned. It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand.
Well, in that case, I would have said no, but I've seen someone else wear it.
Thank you for your assistance, mademoiselle. Mademoiselle, I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
We are lucky you are on the train. What do you want to know?
What do you speak like that? What do you want to know?
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was a most awkward mistake.
You actually saw him?
Yeah, he was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
I went in to the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Nurse? I totally guessed that about the nurse.
Did Mrs. Hubbard ask you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes,
And was it?
yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
Is there anyone else in your compartment?
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure if you were asleep?
I sleep very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
I like the way that she talks a bit.
Do you
Very
have
soft-spoken.
a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle?
No, indeed. I have a good comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
Do you smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
Perhaps you will be so amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
That's still her right hand.
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed.
Alright, thank you very much, lady.
This was a very interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
Wait, we have a contradiction? Which sentences show a contradiction between what Miss Debenham and Miss Olsen say? Oh, Lord. I wasn't paying that much attention. Select two elements which reveal the contradiction in the testimonies of Miss Debenham and Miss Olsen. So... that definitely looks like that lady that I just spoke to, honestly, from the back. The fact that she has short hair. A lot of the women here have short hair. And I know that it's tied up in that whatever thingy. But it would be easier for a lady with short hair to get that look. But anyway. Select two elements which reveal. Okay, so we got here. Miss Olsen went to Ren around 10:55. According to Miss Olsen, Miss Debenham slept through the night. Miss Olsen got some aspirin at 10:30. Predicts. She went to bed or took this at 10:30. Is it this?
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Like, that she can't possibly confirm this if she's asleep? Miss Olsen should have heard Miss Debenham leave at 5 a.m. So, they're saying that Debenham did not see the lady? Because if she had... Because she said... Basically, she said she went over and checked or something, or saw something. But if she did not get up... Because this lady did not hear her get down, then she did not see the scarlet kimono. But then how did she know about the scarlet kimono?
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
That's the right answer.
So which one is true? Is it the opposite or is it the latter? Did she get off the bed this morning? Or did she not? Because if she didn't, then she didn't see nobody with a kimono. So how does she know? But if she did, then she did see it. But then why would the other one lie?
Brilliant. Nice. Et voilà.
Okay. A lot of these people are right-handed, which makes sense. I mean, I think right-handed is most dominant for people. I rest my case, because, like, I don't know. We already know how the killer got away. Now we're gonna assume that there's two that got away the same way. Like, the lady said she only saw one man. Okay, now, are we at the rest? No. We're about to be, I think. So, I'll
observe her instead.
So, right-handed. So, no questions, okay. Right-handed, again. And then y'all are...
I'll keep an eye on them instead.
So that guy is right-handed, and this guy... He's holding his cup like so, but I think that also shows right hand.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Of course,
We can restart
about
the conversation.
The murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you. Can you write your address on this
Were we
paper?
supposed to ask him to
You
keep an
want to
eye on
pay
them?
me a visit?
Who knows,
Oh.
Monsieur Fauché?
I'm sorry, but the way that he said that kind of sounded pretty flirtatious. Like, hold on. Anyway, right-handed again.
He is right-handed, there can be no doubt. Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just one pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Damn.
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Yo, that looks so tasty right now. Like a nice iced coffee with chocolate. That would be very nice right now. Damn, no one is here but your big back, bro. No one. Nah, let me relax. Let him.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I have not finished yet, but it is progressing, yes. I still have many questions that must be answered. I will report to you as soon as I can.
Now to talk to Freya. Oh, what the hell? Is he sick? Is you sick? You all right?
Monsieur Maury, would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions?
You don't have
The
to be
room is
rude about it.
spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating when Freya always wins. What am I saying? If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge. That is my special recipe. I call it my day after survival tonic. If you could make me my special tonic, I might survive long enough to answer your questions. Jean knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Who's John?
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must. I will make you your day after survival tonic.
So we got another puzzle.
That's the right answer.
Okay, let's do this then. Bro looks like he needs to use the bathroom. I was gonna say give him some milk, but I think he can use less of that. Day after survival tonic. 1.5 lemon juice. 15 cl of fresh sparkling water. 6 mint leaves. 5 cl of ginger juice. That sounds awful. Nothing there. What is this? Mint, I think.
I can use this lemon squeezer to get juice if I find fruit.
Do I have to find the fruit first and then grab that? Well, here's a fruit. Here's a lemon. And squeeze, 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 and shake, and shake. Am I not shaking enough? What's going on? Shake. Yeah. Bro. Should I just go in a circle? Nothing's coming out, and I'm rotating my poor freaking button. I give up. I give up. What is... I'm not getting juice. This lemon is dry. Oh.
I'm missing half of the tonic ingredients.
Okay, well, I got that. I don't like sparkling water. Ugh.
I have all the ingredients for Monsieur Maury's tonic. I have to go and see Monsieur Fauché so he can prepare it for me.
Oh, good. I don't have to prepare it myself. Nice, nice. Good evening.
Monsieur Fauché, may I disturb you for a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
So, make this
Monsieur
for me,
Fauché,
please.
I need your help to prepare a cocktail.
What is this phrase? This is music to my ears. What can I fix for you? A mojito? A gin and tonic? Or perhaps a martini? Shaken? Not stirred?
It's not
Nah.
for me, but for Monsieur Maury.
Ah, his day after survival tonic. Unfortunately, I know it well.
Here is everything that was listed on the magnet.
Excellent! I can take it from here.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Poirot, I'm uncertain about the lemon juice. Is it half a lemon or a full lemon for the recipe?
It's half a lemon.
Half a lemon.
I can't remember if Hotaru prefers it with ginger or without. Do you remember?
With ginger. You said you know.
I
Oh.
do not think that's
Fudge.
the right answer.
Oh my god, I'm glad they didn't let me click it. But with ginger, of course, but
I
the
can
recipe's right
assure
there, and you
that
said
he
you know
will
this
want
well.
The ginger.
At this point, you want to talk to me, homie. You just want to talk to me. I see the way you look at me.
There you are, sir. Hotaru will be himself again.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm making a spill. Oh. Wow, this ain't no drink. This is a resin piece of art. Look, it won't even come out. Let's give this to Hotaru. Here you go, bro.
Here you go, Mr. Mori. I hope this will help you.
Thank you very much. Please give me a moment while this takes effect. It will be a while, I'm afraid. But I will not move from the kitchen.
Since I have to wait, do you know where I can find Mademoiselle Nielsen?
She is in the staff quarters in the luggage car. If the door is locked, John will have the key.
Thank you. I will return. I hope you have a speedy recovery.
So this is staff quarters. Oh my god, so sleek and shiny. I want to rub my face all over this door. Oh my god. And then it will have my face print on it. That's not very good. That's kind of triggering, actually. Forgive me for my sins.
It's locked.
I knew I should have went over to John first. There's no reason they would mention that part. I should have went to John. Can I,
Monsieur Mori
please?
told me that you are the one who has the key to open the luggage car door. I will need it.
Yes, that's right. Here it is. Please don't forget to give it back to me.
I will not forget, Monsieur Fauché.
Thank you.
I have a favor to ask. Could you visit the passengers who are in their rooms and explain there has been an error with their allergy and diet form?
But, Monsieur Poirot, I made no errors.
Of course not. Call it a computer error.
Yes, it is possible, but even if I can see this is part of your investigation, I do not understand it.
I would ask that you observe which hand each passenger uses.
Ah, you wish to know if they use the right or left hand when they write?
That is my intention.
I will take on this mission for you.
Excellent.
Thank you, bro. He's so cool. He's so cool. He's the GOAT. I love a good servant boy.
That's it. It's open now.
The ugliest room of this entire freaking train. Why does the staff part have to be so ugly? And what the heck does the staff room look like? It's making me concerned. Look at this. Nah, I'm leaving. I'm returning to my polish. I'm too expensive and rich to be in that room. Let's see.
Empty rum bottles?
Oh, so they be... So he did get a hangover then.
A deck of cards. I suspect they were reading diamonds and spades instead of books.
Damn, this looks kind of cool. That's a cool bottle. I don't drink, so I wouldn't know much. Okay.
Hello, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I ask you a few questions?
I don't have a minute. My career is ruined, and it's not my fault.
But how did this terrible thing come to pass?
My supplies, passenger luggage, our living space. There is so little room. I gave the cargo handlers in Istanbul strict instructions how to stack my crates containing the ingredients I need for my desserts, so as one box is used up, it can be discarded.
And these fools of cargo handlers did not follow your instructions?
Ignored completely. I have 4 crates that must be moved from there to here to correct the order they are stacked. But placing the wrong crate on top of a smaller crate will crush it, its contents, and my career.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. I understand. So, the problem is these 4 crates must be moved there, but carefully.
Yes. I have to move these 4 boxes from this location to here. But there is not much space to move the boxes, and I have to be careful never to put a bigger box on top of a smaller one, or the smaller crate will be destroyed.
The problem is clear. I shall assist you.
Okay. How is there not enough space? Dang, this was easier than I thought. I thought I'd struggle a bit. So... Wait a minute. Well, this one is smaller than that, so... Boom, just like that. Look at that. Easy.
Et voilà!
You are a lifesaver.
Or at least a dessert saver.
Thank you, thank you. I will gladly answer your questions.
I'm not gonna lie, girl. You could have done this all by yourself. All by yourself.
Can you tell me your
Freaking out over
movements of
nothing.
last night?
Last night after dinner, I stayed in the
Like,
kitchen
be a
until
problem solver.
12:15
What the
a.m.
heck?
Then I joined Jean and Hotaru in our quarters. Then all of us read quietly in our beds until we fell asleep.
A very studious staff.
Uh-huh.
Monsieur Mori doesn't seem to have followed the same literary pursuit as the others. And these rum bottles, do they have something to do with his hangover?
Why are you always lying to me, girl? You're always like, oh, I owe you so much. You're so great. You saved me. You did this. You did that. Like, I'm in debt. I owe you everything. And then as soon as I'm pressing for information, you're always contradicting yourself about something. Why?
I rather think that you didn't just read last night.
What makes you say that?
The empty rum bottles. Were their labels part of your reading last night?
My fault. I must have left them there before I put them in the bin. And these are straight from the bar. Our passengers must have drunk them.
I have my doubts. But why would she feel the need to lie?
Good question.
I spoke to Monsieur Mori. He seemed to be quite hungover. He even asked me to make him his day after tonic. He blurted out, "Freya always wins." Wins what? Looking around, it is clear you were gambling and drinking most of the night.
You don't understand. It's late when we're off duty, but we need to unwind. And now there's been a murder? Yes, I admit it. We went overboard last night. But please don't tell Mr. Book. It's against regulations. We could all be fired.
Mademoiselle, I realize your difficult jobs have been made more difficult. But as you say, there has been a murder. I must have the truth.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
It's not such a crime. I'll leave it there and check in with Monsieur Fauché. Would you mind writing your address on this paper? I'm asking everyone on the train for addresses, in case I need to contact them once they leave the train in Paris.
I understand.
So once again, right-handed?
Yes, that's it. Mademoiselle Niersen is right-handed. Do you smoke?
No, I never have.
Thank you.
Unless that's a lie.
Thank you for your answers, Miss Nielsen.
You're welcome.
Maybe I should hand John the key back.
Here is your key. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
About the little favor I asked of you.
Aha, but of course. I was able to get new allergy forms from guests who were in their compartments. Monsieur McQueen, Monsieur Masterman, Count and Countess Andreni, they are all right-handed. I also asked Princess Dragomirov, but she had her assistant, Madame Schmidt, sign for her. She is right-handed as well.
You have exceeded my expectations. Well done. Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Okay, now, assuming you're better.
How are you?
It's better. Thank you.
Then may I ask you some questions? It will not take long.
Quickly, please. I have hungry passengers to feed.
Okay, so last night.
Très bien. Can you tell me your movements last night?
Oh, nothing special. When I went off duty, I joined John and Freya in a compartment. I read for a short while, then went to bed early.
Reading? I'm not sure you have recovered enough to tell me the truth. Don't waste what little energy you have recovered to lie, Monsieur Mori.
Legit.
Yes,
I could smell the alcohol from you.
You're right. It obviously wasn't reading that made my head hurt like that. But if you told Monsieur Book, it could mean my job.
I will keep your secret, but I am investigating a murder. You must tell me the truth.
Thank you.
Okay, write your address.
Please, write your address on this paper.
My address? I don't see why.
I think I hear Monsieur Book approaching.
My address? Yes, of course.
Right-handed again.
Another right-handed person. Not surprising, most people are.
Okay, and then you do smoke.
You are a heavy smoker.
Swear to God, if you lie.
It is very stressful.
Would you happen to know who vapes on the train? A banana flavor?
Oh, yes. The smell disgusts me. What is wrong with the good tobacco?
I do not have time to answer that. Who is it?
I've only seen one person who vapes. It's Captain Arbuthnot.
Captain Arbuthnot. I see.
Oh, it's that guy. I remember now. The one who lost his ticket.
Testimony was invaluable to me. Thank you.
I
Take
haven't
care,
been
Monsieur
able.
Mori.
Actually, is
My
he
palate
dead?
depends
I
on
have
your
not
good
seen
health.
him ever since the murder, and I'm supposed to question him for something regarding one other, like the other assistant, Mr. McQueen, because they were like, I just wanted to corroborate their statement, but I haven't been able to locate him at all.
Captain Arbuthnot, I know that you are the only person on this train to smoke e-cigarettes.
That is
We
the...
found a vial of e-liquid at the crime scene. Will you talk to me about this, or should I pass on what I've learned to the police?
Why so aggressive immediately?
All right. Come in if you must.
Like, what an opener. Let's see.
I have just a few questions for you.
Very well. Let's hear them.
Where have you been all day? That's what I want to know. Anyway, meeting with Miss Debenham.
The young English lady, Mademoiselle Debenham, was at the Tocatlian Hotel. Perhaps you met her there?
We exchanged a few words. Fellow Brits abroad, that sort of thing.
Okay. And what's your relationship with her?
What can you tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham?
Nothing whatsoever. We barely spoke.
The director of the Orient Express, Monsieur Bouc, thinks the assassin is a woman.
What?
That is enough to accuse her. She had nothing to do with this murder.
How can you be so certain?
The idea is absurd. Ratchet was a perfect stranger to her. She'd never seen him before.
Ah, did she tell you so?
Well, yes, maybe she did. She may have commented once upon his somewhat unpleasant appearance. If a woman is concerned, as you seem to think, to my mind, without any evidence, I can assure you that Miss Debenham could not possibly be implicated.
It is clear that the captain is defending Miss Debenham, a woman he supposedly doesn't know very well.
I think he just pulled the rod of a fishing end to see if he catches the bait, and he did. You catch the bait very well, Mr. I lie all the freaking time too. Everyone lies here. So last
What were
night.
you doing last night around 1:15?
1:15? I believe I was still talking to that young American fellow, Mr. McQueen, the secretary of the man who was killed. We were in his compartment.
He was a friend or acquaintance of yours?
No, I never saw him before this journey. We'd hit it off at dinner, and the conversation continued into the early hours.
Until what time was that?
Until 1:45 or so.
So
Then
he
I
can.
retired
So
to
he
my
did
room and went to
corroborate.
sleep.
So they did. So they were talking at that time. So that rules them out. Unless if they're really saying it's two killers here, I don't need to say more.
There is nothing you can recall last night that in any way struck you as suspicious?
It's nothing. A mere detail.
Allow me to be the judge.
Well, before returning to my room, I went to the lounge car to get a glass of water. When I was passing through the first-class corridor, I noticed that the door, which is just after your room, 201, was not quite closed, and the person who was inside peered out in a furtive sort of way. Then he closed the door quickly. I know there's nothing in that, but it was the furtive way it was done that caught my attention. Struck me as a bit odd.
I understand. Thank you for letting me know.
So I'm gonna repeat this.
There is nothing you can recall last night that in...
It's nothing.
Allow me.
Well, before returning to my room, I went to the lounge, and the person who was inside peered out in a furtive sort of way. Then he closed the door quickly. But it was the furtive struck.
Okay. I just needed to make sure that I understood what I did. So someone next to the room, next to me, the other one, 201, somebody stuck their head out. I don't remember what time he's saying that happened though. Like at 3-ish?
Could you write down your address here, please?
My address? If you insist.
Yeah. Right-handed, right? Oh my gosh, that's the biggest, most hairiest hand I've ever seen.
This man is right-handed.
Oh Lord.
Is this e-cigarette liquid yours?
Something about
What
this music.
flavor is it?
Banana.
Well, that is awkward. That's my flavor of choice. But I have no idea what it was doing there, whatever.
Can you explain how it ended up there?
I have no idea. I
The
never
other guy
entered
could have
the
taken
man's
it.
room, Poirot. That's the truth.
He could have grabbed it and then dropped it in the other guy's room. Maybe to frame him.
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome.
Okay, I shall leave. But, shoot. I kind of forgot what I was saying prior. I think I started a sentence and I don't remember. Yeah, that's the part of the ADHD brain. Get used to it. Oh, I think I remember. It was the music. The music of this game. I don't know. Or the vibe. I did say that I do like the vibe of this place because it feels like a place I would like to sleep in. But it gets me pretty yawny. I think they were all right-handed, I'm not gonna lie.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
I have to assemble all the information given to me to come to a correct conclusion. Okay. Select 2 elements of importance discovered during the interrogation of Captain Arbuthnot. A bottle. Okay, so like I said, I think this guy took it. Captain Arbuthnot is the only person on the train to smoke. The murder apparently took place between midnight and 1:45. Mr. McQueen confirmed that Captain Arbuthnot spoke with him until 1:45. So, I'm gonna try to press this because I want to say McQueen took the bait.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Okay, so I guess we had to pinpoint that they were talking. Yes. He is the only one that vapes. This banana flavor, at least. And then lastly, put those 2 together to say... I can accuse Arbuthnot. His alibi protects him despite the liquid found at the crime scene. No? I mean, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, but like... You just said earlier that there was 2 possible murders. Of course you still have to suspect even if they do have an alibi.
Captain Arbuthnot is the only passenger to smoke an e-cigarette. Even if this liquid in Ratchet's room is a solid clue, he has an alibi. I cannot accuse him without any other proof. That's the right answer.
Oh, Lord. Now what? I don't even think Poirot even got to eat. Like, I would have grabbed a little coffee, like, I'm gonna investigate while I drink this coffee.
Pardon this intrusion, Mademoiselle Olsen, but something you told me earlier confuses me.
Oh, please, come in.
Okay, I like that he only knocks for women overall, and for the guys, he just kind of barges in. That's kind of funny. Or at least used to. He did knock for the captain.
How can you be sure Mademoiselle Debenham was in bed all night?
As I told you, I am a very light sleeper. The slightest noise wakes me up. If Fraulein Debenham had gotten out of her bed, I would have heard her. I got up this morning around 8 a.m. She was sleeping soundly.
Ahem.
That does not prove she's lying.
My bad, my bad. It's a one after.
Are you
before.
certain you would have heard her?
Yes. Why are you asking?
Unless she like opened the door from the top bunk somehow. No, that's not possible unless you turn the doorknob. So no.
I spoke to Mademoiselle Debenham, and she told me that she got up around 5 o'clock in the morning. She opened the door and looked down the corridor. It was then that she saw a woman in a red kimono. How do you explain that?
I think I must have been sleeping very soundly not to have heard it. Oh, but does that make me a suspect?
I am not accusing anyone, mademoiselle. Do not worry. I am just trying to determine what happened last night. Thank you for your testimony.
So, at the end of the day, I don't know, this line of questioning wasn't anything special. Like, what was all this going around in circles for then? With her and this, oh, she did peek out. Oh, no, she didn't wake. I think we could have done without. But anyway, who has an alibi that can be confirmed by another witness? So Mr. McQueen, he was talking to Captain Armboot. And Miss Denningham slept all night, confirmed by Miss Olsen. Mr. Mitchell went to see... Miss Hubbard. And then Miss Nielsen was playing cards with Mr. Mori and Mr. Foster. Yeah.
Et voilà.
Okay, now we can report to this guy.
So, Poirot, I hope you are progressing in your investigation.
I am. So, let's talk about the murder
There
weapon.
is no trace of the murder weapon on the train, as yet. The killer could have hidden it anywhere.
It must be somewhere.
Indeed, as you say, it must be somewhere.
Okay, and then the wielder of the knife.
According to Dr. Constantine's report, the stab wounds were made by at least one right-handed and one left-handed person, and with different strength. For the moment, everyone I have checked is right-handed. It is impossible to draw any conclusions as yet. However, I still have a few people to interrogate, notably the Russian princess.
You still have many avenues to explore?
Indeed, the case is far from over, mon ami.
Okay.
I identified the person responsible for the bottle of liquid for the vape found at the crime scene.
So, this is our culprit? Do we hold him?
No, unfortunately, this bottle belongs to Captain Arbuthnot, but he has an alibi, confirmed by Monsieur McQueen for the time of the murder.
Again, you just said it could be
Mr.
done by
Poirot,
two possible
Michel,
people.
calm down.
But it's Mrs. Hobart. She says she found the murder weapon in her room. She's
Ah.
very upset.
Let's go, Poirot.
It's about time. That is true. I didn't think about like a murder weapon. We must go quickly. We must see what else. And then we can give it to Dr. Kenyon. Wait. I don't think that's his name. I think that's where he's from. Oh. Whoa. I take back the comment that I said about him knocking on the lady's room. Yeah, I take it back.
I demand to be allowed to leave this train!
Damn, okay, to leave.
We are in the mountains, trapped in a snowdrift.
stating the obvious. There is a murderer among us.
Just change your
The
room.
audacity to hide his weapon in my room.
Please, Madame Bird, take a deep breath and tell us what occurred.
How'd you find it? Where'd you find it?
Where did you find the knife?
I wanted to get a handkerchief from my purse, and when I opened it, I saw it. A bloody knife. Am I next to be murdered?
I very much doubt the murderer would give you his weapon.
What do you mean?
Madame, he would have used it.
Oh, I have it.
Let me think. So, how fast did bro do this? So, two people went into her room. She only saw one, and then somebody was able to put something in her handkerchief in the dark and also leave on time before Mitchell got there. I don't get this part of the game or the story.
Did you touch the knife?
Of course not. What a question.
I will take that as a no.
Okay, ma'am. I will just go check. I know you're startled, freaked out. It's okay. Everything's under control. I shall open your cute bag. The wear and tear in this bag is crazy. Anyway, whoa. Okay, so never mind. They didn't put it inside the handkerchief like I thought. And also, this knife looks very special. It looks very weird. Look at it. Oh, that's just like part of the handle. But they just kind of quickly just blooped, dropped it in there to get rid of it. Okay.
Is this knife the real murder weapon, or is it a red herring?
I mean, it looks like it has the shape of that one drawing the guy did. It's a special knife, I'll tell you that. I don't think you could find this on the ship by yourself. On the train. What ship?
Mrs. Hubbard is distraught, Poirot. I should stay with her. Please go on without me.
I have every right to be distraught. Thank you, Mr. Book.
I mean, I don't blame her. The fact that she was 1 second away from possibly getting stabbed. Has she moved too much or did something too much? She was right in trying to stay quiet, I guess. It's really hard to make a decision based on that, though. And what I mean is, like, if somebody else had been in the same predicament.
Dr. Constantine, we may have found our murder weapon. We need to make certain.
There is a pretty quick way to be sure. I have estimated the depth of the wounds. You can easily find the depth of each wound by comparing the width. There are 5 of them that I am not sure about. Test them, and then we will compare our results.
I will do as you say, Doctor.
So, this is the murder weapon?
Easy. What do you think, Doctor? Is this knife really the murder weapon?
There can be no doubt. You found the same depths as the estimates I made during the preliminary autopsy. I can assure you that you hold in your hands the weapon that took Ratchet's life.
Dang. She doesn't know.
Thank you. I feel way better now.
The rest gave you time to sleep off most of the effects of the drug.
I'm still a bit groggy.
Did you hear that, ma'am?
Are you able
the person
to
you're after is
continue your
dead.
Story now?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Where was I?
You were explaining how you returned to the Armstrong house to tell them their poor little child was dead.
Yeah, that's so
That's it.
sad.
I felt helpless. My part in the case was officially over, but I knew I couldn't let it go.
I'm still bummed out about
Daisy
that, though.
deserved justice.
thought we would have found her or something. And I'm gonna end it right here as per usual. I'll see you on the next chapter that I'll release. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed the video, think about giving it a thumbs up, maybe, for little me, maybe. And yeah, hug your mom today. Take care.